Hello, what's up, my friends, boxing brothers? Finally, I return with another boxing round. Well, for the last showdown, the last big card of this year is in Riyadh once again, and we get two major Japanese stars on the main and co-main event. So, sorry, there are also other two more Japanese, or three more, sorry, Japanese fighters fighting there. And Naoya Inoue, he's, let's take the main fight first, shall we? Which is uncharacteristical for me. Yeah, Inoue is fighting a guy called David Picasso from Mexico. He's undefeated, 32-0-1, and Inoue is 31-0. So Picasso is coming off a victory over another Japanese fighter called Kiyonosuke Kameda. So I think he's the only name I really recognize on his record is not a major name, but Azat Hovhannisyan. Alright. Yeah, so he's relatively untested, you might say, despite having quite a lot of fights and victories. And 31-0. He's now 32 years old. Picasso is 25. 3-inch height advantage for Picasso and a 2-inch reach advantage as well. Both guys are orthodox stance. So this is a fight for it all, all the major titles at super bantamweight. And yeah, word is going around that after this Inoue might move up to featherweight and fight one of the big stars, big names there. Yeah, but yeah, I have no doubt this is gonna be an easy fight for Inoue, because this guy Picasso doesn't seem like a puncher either. Only got 17 knockouts, so about half of his victories are by knockout only. So, but the saying, Mexicans are tough, they bring a good fight, yeah, always, but I don't think this will last till the end, the final bell, of course. There isn't much more to say about that. Inoue is, of course, looking ahead for, bigger things next year. And, yeah, so I don't know, this will likely be like, 7 rounds maybe or something, 6-7 rounds. And yeah, in his last fight he had to go the distance for the first time in a long time, against Murodjon. And because Murodjon is really an outstanding fighter himself. And yeah, so but this time I have no doubt he will score a knockout. Alright. Next we have Junto Nakatani, the second biggest Japanese star at the moment. Fighting, who is also now super bantamweight, yeah. He's fighting a guy called Sebastian Hernandez, yeah. Also from Mexico, I believe, right? Yeah, Mexico. So, Junto Nakatani is also unbeaten, also 31-0, and he's got 24 knockouts. And he's set, actually, yeah, by the way, I'm not sure about Inoue moving up right away. I think the plan is to match him against Nakatani next year, yeah. Wow, that will be one hell of a fight, of course, if it happens. I mean, it will happen, I'm sure. And So yeah, this will be I think Nakatani's. Oh yeah, this is not. He was a bantamweight champion. Is he still that? I don't know. But yeah, he's like made quite a few defenses too. He also used to be the WBO super flyweight champion. Yeah. Anyway, and yeah, this guy Hernandez, I really don't know of him. However, he seems to be a big puncher because he's got 20 wins and 18 by knockout. However, we know Nakatani is a big puncher himself, of course, and has destroyed some really solid fighters in the past, like Andrew Maloney and Vincent Astrolabio, who was perfectly decent fighter. In one round, he knocked him out. And David Suelar Contreras, who was unbeaten previously, he was knocked out in 3 rounds by Nakatani. So yeah, his last fight was against Ryosuke Nishida in June, and he won it by a corner stoppage in the 6th round. So another untested fighter who also has beat Azat Hovhannisyan, interestingly. And yeah, there are a few kind of semi-famous. One more name I recognize from before, Jon Freys Parejo. Yeah, that's right. So, on paper, this is a kind of a dangerous fight, I guess, for Nakatani, because Hernandez is a puncher and he's got a puncher's chance. But still, there isn't a big chance that he can knock out Nakatani or beat him. Now the sun is coming. So, yeah, I think Nakatani wins definitely, and by KO. Most likely, yeah. That's all. Yeah, well, we have also Akira Teraji Kenshiro Teraji, yeah, fighting a super flyweight fight, and yeah, Reito Tsutsumi, okay, yeah. Yeah, also in Japan, the same weekend, we have a fight between Masamichi Ibuki and Felix Alvarado for the IBF flyweight title. And I don't know this guy Ibuki, but he seems to be like not an A-level fighter. And Felix Alvarado has been around, 36 years old. He's got 42 wins and 4 losses, and yeah, it's a little, weird, a little unsure, who to pick here, because Alvarado is the better fighter on the paper, but this is he's fighting away in Japan, where it can be hard to get a decision, sometimes, if you are from the outside, and yeah. That's it, I think, but it should be, I think Alvarado is the favorite and should win anyway. Okay, well, that's pretty much it, alright. I can only, I'll be talking about the Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua fight in another video, okay? See you soon. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you. Bye.